You are a natural born public speaker, and that's a fact.
Do you actually feel guilty, or were you just told to feel guilty?
Focus on actually what we can do.
Point it out and show it to me.
You have the freedom to do what you want to and be what you want to in America.
What are we going to do about it?
What oppressed me?
Just saying.
So the CRT stuff, BS.
This is what gets me too about critical race theory. They say it is history. No, it's not. It is not history. It's a theory. It's a theory. History is history. Now, when critical race theory came along, that is a part of history. But critical race theory itself is not like a historical event. It's not a historical thing that happened to where it was just birthed and all of a sudden people signed a treaty to incorporate. No, it's not one of those things that's like that. It is actually a theory. It's somebody's thought of looking at certain legalities, certain things that's in the legal system. That's what it is. But to call it history, I don't get. That's what gets people like this is history. Like how? What makes it historical? And whatever makes it historical, what will critical race theory do that's going to enhance anybody's life? What is critical race theory going to do that will enhance anybody's life? Okay, let's just do this. Let's just do this for the sake of this conversation. Let's just say critical race theory is good. It's right. What is it going to change? Well, what it would do, it would throw out those systems that are in place. But those, I get that in theory, but them systems are not there. I'm living proof. Any rich black person you know is living proof. Any person that's went through college, became successful, businessman, nurses, doctors, lawyers, pediatricians, car wash owners. It does not matter what it is. But my point is that it's in theory, and let's go test that theory to see if that theory is true. So if we do all sit here and agree right now, all of us agree critical race theory is a legit thing. Critical race theory is true. When you go out there in the real world, what is it going to change? You still will not get a job if you do not have a degree for certain type of jobs. You still are not going to be able to do anything differently because you're like, yes, critical race theory is true. Now I can just, you can what? What can you do? What can you do? If this critical race theory turns out to be all true and everybody agrees with it, what is that going to do for your life? How's it going to enhance your life? Is it going to get you a better job? Is that what it's going to do? No, you still are going to have to do the things that are needed to do to get to a higher position that you want to be in. Plain and simple. Well, we have to work. This gets me when people say, well, black people have to work twice as hard. How do you know that? How do you know? Did a white person come along and say, well, I didn't have to work that hard? Well, what did you have to do? 2 different degrees, right? 2 different, well, they kind of similar. Physical therapy and they're similar. But anyway, my point is this. Are you telling me that in the physical therapy program that I came through, are you telling me that I had to work twice as hard in college than the white people that were in my class? We all got the same test. Well, the professor might have slipped them the easier one. It don't matter. I was smart enough to do my thing. They could have gave me the hardest test they wanted to. It does not matter. I was there to learn my stuff. Whatever test they gave me, it was going to prove what I knew. What do you mean give me a hard question? I was prepared for it. How do you know they didn't give their white kids a easier test? It don't matter. And the reason why I can tell you that it don't matter because we started off with, I think, 25 in our class and we ended with like 15. And they were all white that failed out. White girls failed. White men failed. So I'm trying to figure out what privilege did they have? What advantage did they have? What system was in place where the professor was like, haha, since you're white, we won't be failing you. But I tell you what, that Ty Smith, that black guy, the only black guy in the class, if he fails, we're kicking that Negro out because we're trying to diversify our Come on now. That's what I'm saying. So again, if CRT was indeed true and these systems that were there were right, and if we do say, okay, we all agree that they are, what difference would it make? What is it going to do? I can tell you what the issue is going to be. Those systems are not there. So you're still going to have to do the same exact thing. So in the end, what it's going to do is going to end up putting this type of rhetoric in your mind that if you have any type of struggle, if you have any type of hardship when it comes to your job, when it comes to you trying to move up the ladder, then you're going to blame this so-called system for that reason, because somebody white is advancing and you black and you're not advancing. You see what I'm saying? If this thing get put in your head is going to give you an excuse, that's what it's going to do. It's going to just give you an excuse for you not achieving and going higher than what you are capable of. We are all created equal in God's eye. Well, not all of us are equal. No. We are all created equal. I'm not saying that we all have the same amount of gifts and talents and abilities. No, but created wise, yes. So every baby, if you are a black baby and a white baby, you all start off on the same slate. Now, if a white baby and a black baby grew up in the same neighborhood, it's a good chance both of those kids, as they grow up, will face a similar hardships. If they grew up, you know what I mean? If they grew up in the ghetto, white kid and the black kid grow up in the ghetto, stay right next to each other all their lives, it's a good chance they're going to experience the same exact type of things. If a black and a white kid grow up in a suburban area, nice green cut grass, grass, the grass is no taller than 4 inches and all this. Black kid, white kid stay right next door to each other, grow up in a suburb. It's a good chance they're going to have the same type of outcome. Right? Right? So what I'm saying therefore is this. Imagine though, right from the jump, you're telling one child that they won't be able to advance and probably go high because there are some systems in place that's going to keep them down. Right. Imagine those two kids, black and white, growing up next to each other, and the white kid is seeing the white kid in the ghetto. They're seeing struggle just like the black kid in the ghetto. And then for somebody to have the nerve to tell this white kid that he's the oppressor and he's inherently racist, and the white kid looking like, dude, we eating ramen noodles and hot dogs and bologna and Kaboom cereal and King Vitamin. We sitting here eating cereal just like our black neighbors next door. So what the heck? My mom, she's struggling just like their mom struggling. Matter of fact, they work at the same nursing home. They both are CNAs. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what? What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.